Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a massive but often overlooked economic revolution happening in India. We're talking about the country's smallest businesses, what are known as micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs. We're going to explore how this powerful mix of government strategy and just pure entrepreneurial grit has fueled a truly explosive year of growth.
So let's just start with a number that kind of tells the story all on its own. 1.27 lakh crore rupees. Now that is the sales figure from just one small corner of this whole sector, the Khadi and Village Industries. When you see a number this huge, it's a massive signal that something really transformative is going on.
And a number like that obviously leads to the big question, how? How did this happen? How did millions of small-scale entrepreneurs, artisans, and village industries get to this level of success? Well, the answer is a really fascinating story about targeted government initiatives that were designed specifically to unleash their potential. So let's get into it. Okay, first things first. Let's be super clear on why this sector is so incredibly vital. MSMEs aren't just, a piece of the Indian economy. They are the engine. They're what drives it, creating jobs and sparking innovation right from the grassroots level. I mean, this really shows you the kind of ripple effect these businesses have. They are absolute job creation machines that don't need a ton of money to get started. They're the essential suppliers for the big industries, they kickstart development in rural areas, and they're the key to spreading wealth more fairly. So in short, when the MSME sector is healthy, the whole national economy is healthier and more balanced. So if you're one of these small enterprises, how do you even begin to tap into this incredible growth? Well, it all starts with just getting on the map, making that move from the informal economy into the formal one. That's where you get official recognition and, crucially, access to a whole world of support. And just look at this number, over 73 million. That's how many enterprises have officially registered on the government's Udyam and Udyam Assist portals. This isn't just a dry statistic. This represents millions of entrepreneurs stepping into the light of the formal economy, a lot of them for the very first time. The secret to the Udyam Portal's success is really its simplicity. By making the whole registration process digital, totally paperless, and completely free, it just tore down the old barriers that kept millions of these micro-enterprises stuck on the sidelines. Now, they can easily get into the system and unlock all sorts of government benefits. Now, the government also did something else that was really smart. They changed the very definition of what it means to be a micro, small, or medium enterprise. As you can see, the limits for investment and turnover have been raised a lot. And this is a brilliant strategic move. It lets businesses grow much, much bigger without worrying about losing their MSME status and all the critical benefits that come with it. Okay, so you're registered, you're ready to grow. What's the one thing every single business needs? Capital. Money. This next part is all about how access to credit was finally unlocked for millions of these small entrepreneurs. The government's credit guarantee scheme is an absolute game changer. Forget all the complicated financial jargon, here's how it works. It basically takes the risk away from the banks. It's like the government is co-signing the loan, telling the lenders, hey, go ahead and lend to these small businesses without demanding collateral. If anything goes wrong, we've got you covered. That is a massive confidence booster for the entire system. And listen, this isn't some new, untested program they just cooked up. The scheme just celebrated its 25th anniversary. That's a testament to its long-term, stable commitment to helping small businesses. That kind of legacy, it builds incredible trust and predictability. But they didn't just stop there. The government actually doubled the guarantee ceiling, taking it from 5 crore all the way up to 10 crore rupees. This move encourages banks to give out bigger loans, which empowers these small businesses to really scale up their operations in a big, big way. And you can see the impact of this kind of thinking everywhere. Take the Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program. This quote says it all. It has helped create over 8.7 million jobs since it started. That is the real-world power of linking credit directly to creating new businesses. So, you've got your registration, you've got credit. But in today's world, that's still not enough, right? You also need the right skills and the right tools to compete. So this next section is all about empowering the actual people behind these businesses. A huge initiative here is the PM Vishwakarma Scheme. It's laser-focused on India's traditional artisans and craftspeople, the real backbone of so many local economies. The whole idea is to give them 360-degree support, everything from skills and tools to credit and a way to sell their goods. And this right here really captures the human side of it all. It's about putting capital directly into the hands of artisans. This lets them invest in their craft, buy better materials, and ultimately build a more prosperous future for themselves. It's all about turning those heritage skills into thriving, modern businesses. And the support they're getting is incredibly real and concrete. We're talking about over 7 lakh people trained, over 2,200 crore rupees in loans without any collateral, and over 1 million modern toolkits delivered right to their workshops. On top of that, they're getting help to sell online and go to trade fairs. This isn't just a program, it's a whole ecosystem of support.
All right, so you can have the best product in the world, but if you can't connect with customers, you don't really have a business. The final piece of this puzzle is creating access to the market, and the government has taken some pretty bold steps to make that happen.
Now, this is a seriously powerful policy. The government basically created a massive guaranteed customer for small businesses. By making it mandatory that at least a quarter of everything the government buys has to come from micro and small enterprises, they carved out this huge, stable market that's worth thousands and thousands of crores.
So did it work? Well, this chart tells a pretty amazing story. The target was 25%, right? But in the last fiscal year, what they bought from MSMEs soared to almost 44%. They didn't just meet the goal, they completely shattered it, and that shows a deep, system-wide commitment to supporting these businesses.
And the support goes way beyond just government contracts. Through another scheme, over 10,000 small businesses were given the chance to showcase what they do at 225 trade fairs all across the country. It's all about giving them visibility and connecting them to a much wider customer base.
And all of this, it comes together in this incredible spirit of innovation. I mean, just take a look at this sculpture of a cow. It is made entirely from scrap metal. It's the perfect metaphor for this whole MSME sector, resourceful, creative, and able to turn what other people might throw away into something of immense value. This is the energy that's driving India's economic progress.
So we end on this thought. With this solid foundation of being official, having access to money, learning modern skills, and having a ready market, India's 73 million small businesses are really just getting started. The real question isn't if they'll continue to grow. It's what incredible new ideas, products, and solutions they're going to unleash on India and the world next.